Good evening ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Tonight once again those badass motherfuckers that call themselves Wheel-to-Wheel Racing go at it. Join my good mate Footna for his fun fact alongside our commentary boys, Rex Buckingham, K-Boy, G-Force Gang, and fine moves on visuals. It's round 4 at Bathurst, so crack open a cold alcoholic beverage, plonk your ass down in front of a TV and oogity fuckity boogity, let's go racing.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Season 5 of Wheel-to-Wheel Racing, proudly sponsored by Track Racer. Tonight kicks off the first of the Enduros, Group 3 at Mount Panorama. This is one of the truly great road racing circuits in the world, and put simply, this race is a driver's favourite. With massive elevation changes, it's 6,200 metre track. It's fast, narrow, and it's concrete lined, leaving very little room for error. It's a track not like no other, and tonight we'll see the Div 1 drivers do 29 laps around here. Tonight joining me in the commentary, it's a very good evening to my fellow commentators, K-Boy and Fine Moves.
Yeah,
good evening,
thanks
gentlemen.
Rexy.
Hey
Good
guys.
to be here again.
Yep, good to be with you.
Hopefully be a good race here.
Yeah, so we're straight into it tonight, so qualifying's kicked off. So I think we'll just take this opportunity, we'll just let them get out, and then we'll go through the field and see who's racing tonight. So at the front of the pack we've got Footner leading the charge. Actually no, that's incorrect. Now that they're all starting to settle, we've got Mountain Goat leading the charge in his Liquid Molly Lexus as he's hanging it out through that corner. Next we have Wheel-to-Wheel Ben in the BMW.
Then we've got Squiddy after that, Rexy, in that beautiful looking BMW, followed by G-Force Gang in the Toyota.
Then we've got Footner in the Mercedes, in the BMW inspired Mercedes, and Pure Axel in the McLaren.
We've got Pan Mac in the Aston, I believe it is.
Yep.
And Suzu in the McLaren.
Then we've also got Scooter 82 in a McLaren, and Piper in the Audi R8.
I think we've had a few shuffle around then, honest mate. We've got Hammy to the Bone in the McLaren as well, followed by Troy HQ in the Merc.
Yep, then we've got MPR. MPR is in the Toyota Supra, and G-Force in the FT1 or G-Man.
I think we covered everyone there, mate.
I think so. So that's tonight's field. How do you think they'll go around here tonight? 29 laps of Bathurst. It's a cracking track. Yeah,
long race. You know, start doesn't always mean anything. The usual suspects are always going to be at the front. I know, Footner, Squiddy, Mount Goat. You know, it's hard to split them all. Anyone in the top 10 is capable of a win.
Yeah, look, I'll be interested to see how the McLarens go around here tonight. Being mid-engine cars, they can be a little bit tricky around the Bathurst, especially coming down the mountain. But Pure Axel has been showing pace all season, so I expect him to be quick tonight. Mountain Goat in the Lexus, he's been putting in some fast lap times around here, so I think Mountain Goat might be one to watch tonight.
Yeah, I did see him put down a few nice laps earlier. He's got a bit of pace for a car that doesn't have a lot of top end speed either in that Lexus.
Yeah, look, I drove the Lexus around here last season, and I didn't find the Lexus too bad. It struggled turning into Forest Elbow, but other than that, it was pretty solid. You know, it lacks a bit of straight line speed, but all in all, it's a good all-rounder. So as we Oh no, we haven't started qualifying yet, have we? Oh yes, we have.
Yeah, this would be their first lap, mate. Yep.
So we've got Squiddy in front, followed by G-Man. So what sort of times are you expecting to see tonight?
2-minute flat for sure, but I think a couple of them will actually drop into the 59. I think, from what I've seen in some practice lobbies.
Yeah, look, 2 minutes. You would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some 59s with no
Yeah,
tyre.
50.
Yeah, with no fuel and tyres on.
So as we have Squiddy come down to post the first time. Let's see what he does. So he's done
Ooh,
201. So that's it's not as fast as I thought.
There's a few now coming through in the twos. Pure axle,
axle
mountain
going
goat.
Yeah,
So Mount Goat with a 2:00.1.
yeah, Mountain Goat with the quickest time so far was a 2 minutes, 1.1.
We're not far off that 59.
He doesn't want to screw up
No.
his lap here. Right on his tail. Footman's going for a second hot lap.
So they're quite bunched up considering that it's qualifying. So we've got Mountain Goat all over the back of Footner here.
Well, looking for a
So
bit of a
Footner
toe.
looks to be slowing up at Mountain Goat at the moment.
Oh well, he's got his pole. He doesn't need any more.
Well, that's exactly right. So
Oh,
as
that
Footner
was
puts it
not
into the
needed.
wall, so that's unlucky there by Footner.
That's interesting.
Oh. And now he's spun it going
really
into the
got to
dipper.
suck. I mean, he's got fourth, but yeah, I don't know if Mount Goat needed to make that move already having pole.
No, now Mountain Goat has slowed, so probably not the best place to slow down. And he's just moving off the track there,
Yeah,
so
Footner's decided to sit this one out. He's got his fourth. I think he'll have to be happy with that. I have a feeling Pure Axle is going to do something special here.
yeah, Pure Axle, I heard him saying earlier in chat that he hasn't put in too many laps round here this week, so driving the McLaren round here is quite new to him, so let's see what sort of times he can put in. But he has been very consistent throughout the season, so I still expect a good time.
Hasn't quite improved on his time.
So as the times roll in, looks like no one's going to knock Mountain Goat off at this stage. We've got Scooter 82 in second, Pure Axle in third, Footner in fourth, Squiddy fifth. That's a good effort there by Squiddy in the BMW, being a
NPRM.
well, we're not really a Tier 2 guy.
NPRM's got a chance here to improve on his 12th position. What's he got? 6th. Nice work.
And he has. Yeah.
Great work there, NPRM.
So as the race gets underway, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you like tonight's racing, you can subscribe as well. And if you'd like to join us at Wheel to Wheel Racing, you can head to our Wheel to Wheel Racing Facebook page for the Wheel to Wheel Racing League and just click the sign up button.
Alright,
So
here we go, boys.
as we get ready for the green to go, I expect Footner to
29
take
laps.
off well in the Mercedes here. Mercedes starts well. They all get off the line nice and clean. We have Mountain Goat the whole shot, Scooter
Oh,
82
my
and Pure
goodness.
Axle.
We've got a little bit of carnage going on through the mid pack there.
Yeah, I just saw a bit
Squiddy
of...
lost out big time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Troy's
that's
way
unlucky.
back that's unfortunate. We might come back to that replay in a few
So,
minutes.
yeah, so Troy, I think he got put into the sand there, but Scooter's made a move on Mountain Goat.
First 4 or 5 through have been pretty tight for the first few corners. Settled well.
So we just see them coming up over the top of the mountain here, or
Yeah, those
up to the
McLarens
top
get
of the
off to-
mountain.
They get off to some great starts, those McLarens, so this is what happened last week with Scooter. Got out to an early lead.
Yeah, and Scooter's shown a lot of pace this year. Scooter's done really well on those McLarens. The McLarens have been strong all through this season. I don't think there's been a
Stumbled
track
with
that
pure
they
axle,
haven't
right?
really done much at. So to watch him come down through Forest Elbow for the first time, down onto Conrod Straight. Got Mountain Goat all over the back of Scooter. Pure Axle just tucking in behind Mountain Goat, trying to get that slipstream.
Yeah, I wonder if Mount Goat was lifting off a little there. He didn't seem to take that passing opportunity.
Yeah, well, it could be
Straight
part
there.
of a strategy.
Save a
I
bit of
mean,
fuel.
fuel is going to come into play here. The not Mercedes, the Lexus. I wouldn't call it super thirsty, but it likes a drink. But it wouldn't be a. It's a smart move from Mountain Goat just to sit behind Pure Axle and just get towed around for a few laps.
It's a long race, just get settled in, Rexy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, we've got an hour of racing ahead of us, and
No point going too hard too early. Might
No.
just settle in and see what's going on, see how these
That-
McLarens
yeah.
go. You might just having a bit of a look at go.
yeah,
Each
you
front
know,
four
you're not
looking
going
good
to.
all within like 1.2 seconds of each other. Pretty tight
Yep.
back up front.
So Squiddy looks like he's recovered a little. He's sitting back in 7th at the moment as we see Squiddy and Panback go too wide.
Might be driving a little bit angry, Squiddy,
Yeah, could be.
after the first corner shenanigans. He
As
might
we
be
see
on the
him
hunt,
coming-
make a few spots up.
It's a nice looking BMW.
So we just watch him come across Skyline here, down into the dipper.
Tight pack 1 through 4.
Yeah, same with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Couple of little battles forming early.
Yeah. So a good majority of the field is together, with Piper in 5th all the way through to G-Man in 9th place. Or MPR too, sorry. So we've got Scooter 82 up in 1st place. He's just towing Mountain Goat and Pure Axle around at the moment. It doesn't look like either of them are in a hurry to make a move. Or as I say that, Pure Axle makes a move on. No, he's decided against it.
I think Footnote might have had a bit of an issue there somewhere on that lap. He's dropped off the back of these boys. He was right on their tail only at the start of this lap.
Yeah, that's unlucky for Footnote. I don't know what happened, but he certainly has dropped off. He's a good couple of seconds behind this lead group.
Ooh, Mount Goat defending.
Yeah.
Pure Axle possibly around the outside here.
Oh, it's a brave move there by
nice.
Pure Axle. So as you come through that corner, it sucks you out. It likes to suck you out onto the wall. So it's quite difficult to go too wide through that corner. Oh, as Mountain Goat just puts a wheel off there, it gives the wall a bit of a touch. So you see them come across Skyline, down into the dipper, and then through the S's. It's quite a tricky section, this part of the track, hard under the brakes, second gear, into Forest Elbow. And it's such a crucial part of that track too, because you rely on getting a good exit so you get a good run down onto Conrod Straight. So we've got Panmac in 5th now, So he's overtaken wheel-to-wheel Piper. And we've got Squiddy all over the back of Piper at the moment. So let's see if Squiddy makes a move on the brakes here for 6th place. He's just going to settle.
Tucks in behind him, just keeps an eye on him. Oh, bit of a moment by Piper there. He got a little bit loose.
So as they approach Murray's corner, he just tucks in there behind Piper. So Pan Mac's just opened up a little bit of a gap over wheel-to-wheel Piper and Squiddy at the moment. So we go back to the lead group. Pure Axle's all over the back of Mountain Goat here. Mountain Goat goes to defend again. Looks like he's going to try to get the same move done. No. He's tucked in behind Mountain Goat. So there's a Lexus in a McLaren sandwich at the moment.
No, struggling to sort of pick up the pace of the boys as well. He's staying level with them, but they can't reel them back in.
Yeah, I mean they're going at a good pace at the moment. So Mountain Goat's put in the fastest lap so far over 2:02. So that's nice early pace to start the race off. It'll be interesting to see what pit strategies people have tonight.
Definitely. How did you find it, Rexy? How did you go with your pit strategy?
I pitted about 50 times. So I pitted every 5 laps basically.
I went with a 6-lap strategy, but I underfueled on the first stop, so I had to adjust it a little bit.
I could have done 7 laps. It got 7 laps out of the Mustang. And you would think that most of these guys might be looking for maybe a 7-lap sort of sprint or stints.
Both McLarens looking good on their tyres at the moment.
Yeah, the McLarens have been good on their tyres the whole season. I don't think there's been a track
Actually,
where they've
also
really
Pure
struggled
Axle.
for tyres.
Pure Axle's tyres are really good compared to Scooters.
Yeah, Pure Axle's a magician when it comes to looking after those
Yeah,
tyres.
week after week he just looks after them.
He's been very consistent with his fuel and his tyres.
He'd be loving it just tucked on the back of Goat there.
Yeah, they're all
But in saying that, Mount Goat's tyres are looking pretty good. And so is his fuel. He's in a better position than these other 2 cars. As we see Pure Axle make a move on the outside of Mount Goat there. So Pure Axle just getting a better drive out of Hell's Corner to give him a run up Mountain Straight to get the move done.
There we go,
Still
two
got that.
McLarens up front.
Yeah, so McLaren 1-2 at the moment, Lexus 3rd. We've got the lonely old Mercedes with Footner in 4th. Squiddy's Pan Mac may have made a mistake because we've got Squiddy in front of Piper and Pan Mac now.
We've got a good battle through 6 through 10th back here.
Yeah, things are starting to develop. So we've got G-Man starting to make moves through the field. So G carries quite a lot of pace and can get about 8 laps out of that FT1. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up towards the latter half of the race.
Yeah, G-Man's still good on fuel and tyres.
Piper's just come off right in front of G-Force there.
Were you able to get a replay of that?
I've still got that first replay queued up from lap 1.
Oh yeah, with Troy.
Yeah, maybe we should get that one out of the way.
Yeah, let's go to that. Let's have a look and see what happened to Troy at the start.
Alrighty, here we go, boys. Let's go on board with Troy. As we oh gosh, just a bit of contact approaching corner 1.
Yeah, nothing too
There's a
serious.
few of them going off. Yep, that wasn't the cleanest first corner.
No.
Alrighty, back to the action.
About a few drop into the pits now. Squiddy, Pure Axle, Piper, Footner all dove in and into lap 5.
Yeah, well, lap 5,
That's a good
it's a
I
good
think 5 or
move.
6, yeah. 5 or 6 is to go.
It also gets you out of the traffic too.
So Squidly here is just tucked in front of Hammy.
And Footner's
Out of the
dropped
pits.
right off the pace. Did Footner pit?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got brand new tyres. He hasn't taken any fuel. And that Mercedes is really good on fuel, so...
It is good on fuel, isn't it?
yeah, I reckon Footner could at least get 10 laps out of a tank.
It's a tight battle here around 5th.
It is. Got Footner all over the back of Permac at the moment. So Permac hasn't pitted. Footner's got new rubber, so
Got MP
Footner
and
will
G
want to
Man
get
behind
round
that.
Permac as soon as he can.
Yeah.
But they're all
Hammond's
bumper to
holding
bumper
things up a
here.
little. Footner's
So,
gonna look to make a move as soon as possible.
How
I
about
think.
we jump on board
Permac's
with
on old tyres.
G-Man?
Alrighty. Let's on board with G-Man.
So G-Man can take us around the track here.
He's got a bit of action there in front of him.
He's got a bit of work to do, so he's got his teammate in NPR in front of him. So G-Man's the team owner of the Toyota boys today, so
I believe G-Man's been renamed this week to the Golden Mullet as well, Rexy.
he is,
True,
yes, the
really.
golden mullet. He was
need a
back
photo.
commentating again. Yeah, I'd love to be able to put something up. But if you don't know G-Man, he's got a glorious mullet, and it is golden, hence the new nickname of Golden Mullet. John Laws is the Golden
Wow,
Tonsil.
Permac into 3rd. What's going on there? No, 4th.
No,
There's
no,
some
he's in
pit stops.
5th.
He was in 3rd for a second there. Not sure what happened.
Yeah, I think there might have been a couple of the front runners that come in. And then probably popped out the pit just in front of him.
Yeah, so we've still got Pure Axle. Pure Axle's actually opened up a gap on Mountain Goat. So he's taken fresh tyres. It doesn't look like he's taken any fuel. Mountain Goat looks like he's given himself a top up and taken fresh tyres. And Scooter 82 looks like he's taken fuel and tyres as well.
Got
So
this
Pure
big
Axle
through,
just
eh?
leapfrogged him by not taking any fuel at the moment. But let's stick with the mid-pack group.
Starting to come on the back of Footnar now, this mid-pack.
Let's jump back on with G-Force, who's right behind all of this action.
Yeah,
He's gonna make a
G
move on
always he
NPR,
makes
yeah?
some moves on NPR as he makes a mistake there, so NPR slow,
Nice
and
work.
I don't know if he just moved aside, letting his team boss through. You don't want to annoy the boss at the end of the day.
Over for the boss.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So G-Man, he's just close enough to get some slipstream from Permac there. And the FT1, it's quite a strong car around Bathurst. As we see Permac run off the
Permac
track.
grabbing a bit of dirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Permac nips into the pits
There's
as
someone
well as
in the
NPR.
pits.
G-Man stays out.
MP as well in.
Squiddy's tucked in behind.
He's up there behind G-Man.
Yeah, but G-Man, Squiddy's been in the pits. G-Man hasn't. So I'd expect to see G-Man in the pits at the end of this lap. Whether it was a good idea for him to stay out, his lap times, his last lap was a 2:04, so maybe he should have come in a lap earlier. But
Been pretty
we'll
consistent
see.
with most of his laps though, Rex. He's only had the 2:03.4 so far. All the rest of us sort of been 2:04, 2:06 for G-Man.
Yeah, well, he has been in traffic too, so
Yeah.
that is going to hold him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just jump to the front there. Pure Axle is in first. He's opened up a bit of a lead on Mountain Goat. Just a 1.3, almost 1.4 second lead. The Mountain Goat doesn't want to drop off the back of Pure Axle, otherwise he will lose that slipstream.
The Scooter 82's dropped off that boys a little bit.
And with the
5
pace
second
of
buffer.
the straight line speed of that McLaren, Mountain Goat can't afford to let Pure Axle get too far in front of him. But Pure Axle is also lighter too, with less fuel. So I think Pure Axle here is going to be doing a 5-lap stint. I think you'll see him come in on lap 10. So just go back to 5th and 6th. We've got G-Man and Squiddy. So let's see if G-Man goes into the pits here on lap 8.
Yeah, fuel
Which
wise,
he
mate.
does.
He'll
He
be
pulls
in.
into the pits, which he's handed 5th position over to Squiddy. So Squiddy's got himself a lonely race at the moment,
He's got a
as
gap
well
either
as
side.
Footner. So 4.5 or 6 seconds to Squiddy.
Scooter as well. They've sort of got a few gaps in between them all, apart from the front two runners.
Yeah, look, I think you'll see Scooter close up towards the end of the race, maybe. He did take on more fuel than what Pure Axle and Mountain Goat did.
Possibly looking less fuel at the end of the race.
And you're looking at around 3 seconds a lap for fuel, so that's why you've got that bit of a gap at the moment.
Yeah.
So just different strategies starting to appear. Mountain Goat still got that 1.2, 1.3 second gap from Pure Axle, so he's doing enough just to sit in his slipstream. So as we come down into Forest Elbow, Pure Axle gets a beautiful drive out of there, just touches the grass into the super long and fast Conrod Straight.
He's taken a few tenths out of him, Mountain Goat has. He's slowly just bringing him in a little bit.
Yeah, he's doing well, and his tyres look really well too.
Yeah.
Pure Axle, I think you'll see him pit maybe the next lap or lap 11. I can't see him doing any more than that. Whether Mountain Goat wants to follow him around at this stage,
He stays out, he might just lose that little bit of time as well.
yeah, and with staying on the same pit strategy at the moment, he can safely just sit behind him, do a bit of
At
fuel
this stage
saving,
of the race, it might be the safest
conserve
thing
his
for him.
tyres. There's no
Just
point.
sit in behind. Too early.
Yeah, and less pressure. If you're just sitting behind somebody, it's quite a comfortable place to be.
It is.
So I think Mountain Goat might be quite content just to follow him around and stay on the same strategy as him at the moment. So MPR is in 6th, Pamac in 7th, Piper is in 9th, G-Man is in 8th. He's taken on just over half a tank of fuel.
Got a few lonely drivers out there.
It's unusual seeing Piper back in 9th. Usually he'd be up at the front of the field. So the Audi may be a bit of a handful around here.
I believe the GR3 one is, mate. I raced that in season 1, and around here it was a bit of a handful, especially coming through the dipper and coming down the hill. It's very twitchy. I found it.
Yeah, look, I had to go on the Porsche around here a few times, and you're right. You're getting that pendulum effect coming down the mountain.
Yeah.
It can be really hard to fight or to keep.
I think what they lack
straight
in the GR3, they pick up in that TT in the GR4, because that's a ripper of a GR4.
Yeah, it's been super strong. A bit hard on tyres, but all in all, they've really done well in the Group 4s. So Mountain Goat's got all over the back of Pure Axle here as Pure Axle goes into the pits. Goat stayed out, so let's see what sort of lap time Goat can put in for this next lap. As we'll just stay with Pure Axle in the pits. Let's see if he takes on a lot of fuel here. So, because he is on dead empty. So this may give us an indicator to see if Pure Axle's doing 5-lap stints at the moment. Yeah, Pure Axel's taken on a lot of fuel here, so I reckon he might go for a 7 or an 8 lap stint in his next. Yeah, he's filled up.
He's dropped out to a clean track as well.
Yeah. So he's dropped back into third, but he's got a full tank of fuel and fresh tyres. Scooter 82. He looks like he could stay out there for another couple of laps.
Yeah, I reckon this lap and one more for
And
Scooter.
I think you'll see Mountain Goat in this lap. But the Lexus is looking nice and strong over the top of the mountain.
He drives it well, the goat, that Lexus.
He does. He's hasn't had the best start to the season, but he's getting there. I think he's starting to come to grips with it now.
Starting to get a feel for it.
But like I said, I drove the Lexus last season, and it was really good around here. It was quite a consistent car to lap. So as Mountain Goat's put in the fastest lap of the race with a 2:05, so that's a cracking lap.
That's a cracking lap, yeah.
So Mountain Goat, he's going to come into the pits here.
I think he would have been getting a fair bit of pull off of Pure Axel for that too. He was right on his tail there before Pure Axel dived into the pits.
Yeah, so I know. Let's see where he comes out. So I'm with Pure Axel in third at the moment. So if Mountain Goat
Scooter's
fills
staying
up,
out as well.
if Mountain Goat fills up his car full, he should still come out in front of Pure Axel, as he had less fuel to put on board.
Straight now. As Mountain Goat comes
So
out.
Mountain Goat's coming out of the pits, but he hasn't filled up. So
Does have a fair gap on Pure Axel though.
he does. So he's got, I think you'll be looking at maybe a 5 or a 6 lap stint for this lap, for Mountain Goat this stint. As MPR's overtaken Squiddy at the moment, so we've got a little battle between Squiddy and MPR for 5 and 6. Panmac is in 7th, all by himself. G-Man in 8th, all by himself. Wheel to Wheel Ben. I expected Wheel to Wheel Ben to be a bit quicker around here.
He's usually pretty fast around here.
He was very fast around here in the Skyline last season.
He won last year's Enduro around Bathurst, I believe.
Yeah, he won it by about 25 seconds. So
yes.
he was lightning fast in that Skyline. So maybe he just hasn't got the same sort of pace as the Skyline. So.
Squiddy looking to make a move on foot now for 4th place. On MPRM.
We should see Scooter. No, Scooter Goat comes into the pits, so he should hand over the lead back to Mountain Goat. But Squiddy, I thought Squiddy was going to make a move under brakes there.
NPM's into the pits.
So yeah, MPR's back in the pits. So I think we might take this opportunity to actually have a look at the leaderboards and just see where everyone's standing at the moment. So if we could have a look at the team leaderboards first, I suppose.
Yeah, so we've got BMW on top with 2,600 points, followed by Toyota and McLaren.
Yeah, look, the BMWs have been strong, and the Toyotas across the board have been strong. I don't think they've had too many bad races. But then if we look at Div 1,
yep.
we'll see that Wheel to Wheel Piper He's been really consistent in first. Pure Axel again in second place, and your self-buy moves in third.
That's right. That is right.
So, but with you not in this race tonight,
Yeah, taking a bit of a break.
that
So
might
rest up the
give
shoulder.
McLaren a chance to jump Toyota. If McLaren can finish 1-2 or even 2-3, you might find that McLaren jump Toyota in the team standings. So as we head back, who's racing where at the moment?
Well, we
So
got Mount
Troy
Goat with
with
a
a
9-second lead.
Massive lead out the front for Mountain Goat now.
Yeah, so let's just go through the field and have a look at everyone's position. So we've got Pure Axel in second. He's 9 seconds behind Mountain Goat. Scooter 82 with a 3-second gap to Pure Axel.
Coming out fourth. And Squiddy, all sort of gapped out by about 4 to 5 seconds each, all these boys. Just a bit weird for Div 1. And Mac behind that, running up 6th.
Then we got NPR in 7th. So again, they're all separated by that 4 to 6 seconds at the moment. There's no real
Very good social distancing being shown by the boys tonight.
very much so. So we have Piper, which is unlike Piper to be so far back. So he's really struggling with the R8. If you look at his lap times, he's been consistently lapping at 204, 204, 204, 205.
Not
So
quite
he's
fast enough.
really
He's
off the pace tonight in the R8. We got Wheel to Wheel Ben back in 9th, and he just looks like he's been a little inconsistent in his lap times. He's done some nice ones, 201s, 202s, but he's also got some 204s and a 211, so he may have had an incident.
Yeah, he's had a couple of incidents. He's had a 159 an hour at lap 5 though.
That would have been his pit outlap, possibly.
Yeah, to be right.
Then we've got G-Man in 10th. Hammy doing a great job in 11th. Oh, as I say that, he spins it.
Commentator's
Unlucky,
curse.
yes.
Sorry, Hammy.
Yeah,
Well,
and I've got to say,
replay, right?
yeah.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah, let's look at the magnificent M&M peanut spin at the top of the mountain. It's a tricky section there as you come through. You just clip that ripper strip, and that's all it takes. You spin.
And then Zuzu back
So
in 13th.
Unlucky for Hammy, so he's lost a position to Troy there. And then Zoo in 13th. So Zoo having an absolute shocker, which I can't understand why, because his lap times aren't too bad. So he may have had an incident early on.
Now we got some pit stops. Pan Max into the pits.
Yep.
He was empty.
And Pure Axel, so he's... I think you'll see a longer stint from Pure Axel this time out.
Mountain Goat's probably lucky to have about a lap of fuel left.
Yeah, I think you'll see Mountain Goat come in, which will close up that 9-second gap. So,
Just looking at the, there's a close battle here with MPRM and Squid. Seems to be where the action is at the moment. Everyone else is
as we
pretty well
see,
spaced
Squiddy
out.
just touched the wall.
Come on, Squid.
You're showing your colours there, Fine Moves?
Yeah, that's it. They're covering for me tonight.
Yes. So Squiddy's just half a second, or just over half a second off MPR here. So I think the BMW's probably got a little bit more speed than the Super in a straight line, so you might see him close up a bit.
Got a battle for 8th and 9th here with Piper and G4 gang boys, and I'm pretty sure Piper is going to may run out of fuel before the end of this lap. He doesn't have a lot left.
Surely not. He is flashing.
He's pretty close now, but...
Oh, he's through.
Yeah, the gold mullet makes a beautiful move through a very fast section of the track. That's flat out through there. Beautiful overtaking there by G-Man.
Piper will make it to the pits. He'd be pretty dry on fuel.
Yeah, so we see Piper come in. He'll take a full tank of fuel maybe.
Running on
he's got
mediums.
mediums. Wow.
That's interesting.
That's why he's lapping at 204s. So was that his first time in the pits?
I believe it may have been.
Unbelievable.
Serious?
No, he couldn't have got 15 laps of fuel, could he?
Surely not. I mean, he's been lapping at 204s, so maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
So Mountain Goat stayed out for one more lap. He's opened up a 13-second lead over Scooter 82. So I don't know if there was a incident with Scooter, but the Goats just opened up a 5-second lead from the previous lap. So
it was Pure Axel in second before. Pure Axel's
was
That's
it?
how Scooter 82's overtaken
okay,
him.
yeah. Pure Axel's taking tyres, no fuel.
He's taking tyres, no fuel.
And Footer's catching up. He's right there behind Pure Axel.
He's getting back into it, getting amongst it again.
Yeah, so Footer will be in for fuel and tyres. As we see Mountain Goat, he'll pull into the pits this lap. So let's stay with Scooter and see where he comes out. But I think he should maybe come out just in front of him.
Goat will need fuel, so Goat needs fuel, so...
If I was Goat, I'd be putting in a full tank of fuel right now.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have one more stop after this, you'd think. So if he could do a short fill on the last, that might set him up for a win.
Butner in.
But no, he's done a half fill, which isn't a bad position for him because these other boys are still going to have to pit. So again, he can just sit there, bide his time, save some fuel. So Mountain Goat in a really strong position at the moment. Because these other boys are going to have to fill up from empty.
Butner's come back out in fourth with plenty of room around him, so he won't be hindered by anyone.
So Pure Axel will be trying to get round Scooter as quickly as he can here, being that he's on fresh rubber. And then we've got MPR all over the back of Squiddy here. So Squiddy's got past, he's got fresh rubber. Butner's up into fourth, well still in fourth. With fresh rubber, and he's taken a good amount of fuel, so you'll see one more stop from Footner as well.
Fair gap in between third and fourth.
There is. But the race at the moment is all with Scooter, first, second and third, as we see Pure Axel make a move on Scooter. Scooter's not even going to fight it. But you'd think he'll do everything he can to try to hold Mountain Goat up here. Whether or not he's going to be able to is another story.
Oh, Scooter, a little bit of dirt there, got a little bit sideways.
Mountain Goat's making a move under brakes here, through Murray's corner. Oh, he's got it done. Was there a little bit of a touch there? Let's have a look at the replay if we can. We'll see if...
oh, he's redressing.
He's redressed it, so...
Contact.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that.
So that was...
So let's jump on with... we're on board with... Yeah, little touch. Slight touch there from Goat, but he's redressed it.
As he goes for another move under brakes. He's got it done cleanly this time. So that's
Good
nice
move.
driving, good sportsmanship there by Mountain Goat. We do have a steward's inquiry, but there was no need for that, as the boy has just redressed and given the lead back. So that's good sportsmanship there by Mountain Goat, which has now opened up a 4.5, almost 5 second lead to Pure Axle. So that gives Pure Axle a bit of breathing room. So Pure Axle's probably got enough fuel to go to lap 20. So I think we'll see head down, bum up from Pure Axle right now, and just try to put in a couple of really fast laps.
But Scooter 82 really struggling on them tyres, I think, mate, this last lap. He's just falling off, Mountain Goat just driving away from him a little bit.
Yeah, you'll see him going to the pits this lap for sure.
Yeah.
Then Footner in fourth. He's had a lonely old drive.
It has been lonely for Foot now. He's just been in no man's land most of the night.
It's basically just been practice laps for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to Panmac. He's MPR, sorry. He must have gone into the pits. Because
Although
he's
it's better
no
to be
longer
lonely
with...
better to be lonely in 4th, Rexy, than lonely in 13th or 14th.
That is 100% correct. So we've got
G-Man's up
G-Man. He's in 6th place, but he's 10 seconds off Squiddy at the moment, so he's got a massive amount of work to do.
Squiddy was involved in that first corner altercation as well, so he's done well to get himself back into the top 5.
Yeah, I think he dropped
week
back
of practice.
about 8th or 9th. As we see G-Man go into the pits here in 6th, so let's see what he does. He might take a full tank of fuel maybe.
I think G-Man will go
Or
through
just
the end almost.
you reckon he'll do a 5, put in 5 laps and then...
He did 8 earlier, I think. 8 or 9 earlier.
Yeah.
Don't know if he'd get 10.
So that gap looks like it stayed the same between Mountain Goat and Pure Axle at the moment, so it's still around that 4.7, 4.8 second lead there to on Mountain Goat. So Footner jumps up into 3rd position, with Scooter coming into the pits. So Scooter
Squiddy
is
onto the
now
back of Scooter.
Yeah,
Yeah, he came out of the pits right behind Scooter.
but Squiddy's going to have to pit this lap. He's got no more fuel left.
Yeah.
But Footner has put himself in a beautiful position. He's got fuel, he's got tyres. So Footner's dragged himself into this race with some good fuel consumption, I think. So Scooter's going to have a bit of a job to catch and pass Footner here. And Footner is a good defender too, so I think you'll see a nice race develop between those two towards the end. We see Pure Axle go around, start his 20th lap. You'll see Pure Axle come in at the end of this lap.
Squid's in the pit.
So for those watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you like tonight's racing you can subscribe as well. And if you're interested in participating in Wheel to Wheel Racing, head to our Facebook page and look for Wheel to Wheel Racing League, and then you can click that sign up button. Just going through the field here. So Wheel to Wheel Ben has moved up. So G-Man came into the pits, didn't he?
Yep.
As the rest of the field is fairly evenly spaced.
Not a lot of action going on, Rexy, amongst the boys. They're all spaced out
No,
really
they're
well,
all got
unfortunately.
that. I think we'll stay with Pure Axle. He's going to come into the pits. And with Mountain Goat, he's brought that lead down So it's now down to 4.3, so he's taking a couple of hundredths off Pure Axle here. So Mountain Goat's going to inherit the lead if he stays out. And then with it'll be interesting to see what Pure Axle will do. Will he do a short 5-lap fill-up and have one more pit, do you think?
I think so. I think he will, because he won't go 9.
Pit on 25.
Goat in as well. I thought he might have stayed out for an extra lap.
He only needs,
Stick
it
with
takes
him.
less
Wow,
fuel
look at the fuel difference.
than Pure Axle, so he can still get
So they could put Mount Goat out in front here, but he will pit again for tyres, I'd say.
Yeah, I think
25.
they're both going to have to pit again. But the Goat didn't need to take as much fuel, so he's out in first.
But we'll probably need to take fuel again.
He's going to need to take some fuel again. Pure
Pure Axle's always filled it up. I'd say he'd be done to the end.
Yeah, so Pure Axle looks like he's put in enough fuel to maybe just do a splash and dash.
How's Mount Goat's fuel
But
compared to Pure Axle?
I dare say you'll see him in on lap 25, maybe 24. I can't see him trying to get 9 laps out of
Footno's
the
just had a
tyres.
big moment in second.
Unlucky there, Footno's.
Got it into the wall. That's going to hurt. That's all that hard work he's just put in over the last 10 laps.
So that's brought Scooter back on the back of Footner there.
Easy as that, just a wheel on the grass.
So as they settle out of the pits, we've got Mount Goat with a 3.5 second lead over Pure Axle. Then we've got Pure Axle with a slight lead. Always Pure Axle's just touched the fence there, which has brought Footner back into it.
Right into it.
As Footner tries to drive around the outside here, he's got the inside line coming in to the end of the Conrod Straight.
Yeah, those McLarens.
So is anyone going to back off here?
Oh!
That's some nice driving there by Pure Axle. He's just cut the nose off the front of that Mercedes.
Wow. So after hitting the wall, he's
So a
still
nice little battle developing between second, third and fourth here. And the more these... Oh, Footner.
This is just working the Mountain Goat's advantage here. These boys all having a little bit of a battle back there.
It is. The longer these guys battle, the better off Mountain Goat is.
He'd be grinning looking in his revision mirror, the Goat.
Oh, he will. He'll be super excited if he can take his first win here. But still, we've got 8 laps to go, or 7 laps to go, so the race is far from over.
Yeah,
but we've certainly got a nice little battle developing here. So Footner, I think you're going to see come into the pits this lap.
Yeah, I think so, mate. It doesn't look like he's got enough fuel for another 2.
But he could possibly get away without pitting again.
Not sure
I
how
believe
thirsty
Pure
that-
Axle and Scooter are going to have to pit for at least tyres.
Well, Pure Axle looks like he could almost be set. His tyres are great. He's got 3/4 of a tank of fuel.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes all the way.
He may need a splash of fuel, maybe, but he keeps his tyres that well. He may make it to the end of it.
It's going to be close when Mount Goat pits.
Yeah, look, it's entirely possible.
If anyone's going to, it might be him.
I still think that Mountain Goat is going to be in a slightly better position. You'll probably see the Goat come in on lap 25, which with the fresher rubber and the pace that he's running, I just think that
Almost
he
his to
might have
lose.
just done enough. But you can't discount Pure Axle. I mean, he's at the pointy end of the field, and he's been consistent, and I think he's podiumed in every race just about.
That's what it's all about, isn't it, really? Just keeping it consistent.
Footner's in.
So he's been extremely consistent.
Footner's out of fuel, pitting.
So as we see Footner go into the pits, probably for the final time.
How far back is Squidly? Oh, he's coming in as well. I know.
We'll see
So he
Squiddy
could be
come
in the
in.
mix here, Foot now, but if all these other boys have to pit again, he can get through to the end.
Yeah, look, I think
Wow,
that
so-
these
wow,
last couple
Squiddy's
of
come out in front of Footner.
laps, you're going to see Footner and Scooter 82 challenge for third place.
He might get a good pull from Squiddy here. The boys might make up a bit of pace being that close together if they don't get too silly about it.
But Mountain Goat is flying at the moment. He's opened up that lead by an extra second, so he's now got a 4.7 second lead over Pure Axel.
You know, now's the time to just get into it for a couple of laps and try and keep that gap out to Pure Axel.
Yeah, I think he can do another 2 quick laps, jump in, splash of fuel, tyres.
Yeah, what's the situation with
But it's
Squidly
certainly going to be an
and-
interesting
and
last 4
Footner's
laps,
fuel?
that's for sure. As Footner's found the back of Squiddy here. So Footner will want to get round Squiddy as quickly as he can. He doesn't want to get held up too much. Squiddy will be into the pits maybe at the end of this lap. I think he'll try to get one more.
Maybe one more.
Oh, Footner's trying to go around the outside.
It's a brave move
He's
on the
got it
outside
done, I
there.
think. He's got it done.
With fresh tyres, not a problem.
He needed
So
that.
we see
Get on
Scooter
with
in
it.
the pits here. So let's see where Footner is to Scooter. So Scooter's taken on a lot of fuel. Taking on a lot of fuel, so
Oh,
Scooter
here
will
we
just
go.
come out in front.
He's not going to have the run. Oh, he is.
So with fresh tyres, Footner is going to have to drive the wheels off that Mercedes to catch and pass Scooter now. But his
Goat's
tyres
still
look
just
good, he's got
expanding
the
that lead a little
fuel.
bit out the front.
It's a 5-second lead for the Goats, who will most likely pit, right?
Yeah, I
he
think
won't have
you'll
enough
see
fuel to
Mountain
get him
Goat.
through.
He'll do maybe one more lap, or you might see him in now.
We're getting
So
blue
then he's got
flags, so
5
someone's-
laps.
Blue flags up at the moment.
Yeah, probably Troy or Zoo. Zuzu in 13th.
I don't see him though.
Mountain Goat's already passed him. And don't forget, like, Zuzu would be ghosted.
Yeah.
So let's see if
Access.
Mount Goat stays out for one more.
Pure Axel coming up on the back of.
So Mountain Goat consistently lapping in the 201s at the moment, 201.1 that lap. So he's showing plenty of pace.
Is that Troy that's just pulled over?
Zuzu just pulled over for Pure Axel to go
Sorry,
through.
yeah.
So Mountain Goat now has a 5.3 second lead over Pure Axel, which should be just enough to put in 4 laps of fuel. So I think you're going to find Pure Axel right up the back of
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Mountain Goat. So it's going to be a nice 4 laps.
Third and fourth are starting to get a bit tight here, boys. With Scooter 82 and Footner.
Yeah, Footner with the slipstream. He might be able to conserve his tyres here. It'll be interesting to see where he can get the move done. The McLaren's got a fair bit of straight line speed, so I don't think he'll be able to do it down Conrad Straight.
So it's going to be a battle for third and a battle for first. This is going to be exciting last few laps.
Yeah, it's just going to be a question of where do we look. At the moment, I think we stay with Footner and Scooter until Mountain Goat comes into the pits.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where the action's at.
So Footner just closing up the gap there. It's down to half a second, or just under half a second on Scooter 82 as they come down through the dipper, in through the S's.
Both very similar on fuel and tyres as well at the moment.
Yeah, well, we know how good the the Mercedes is on fuel. And it's probably just a fraction easier to drive than the McLaren. So when the McLaren is fast in a straight line, Footner's going to have that.
jump on
in the
with,
pits, boys.
Oh, they're both
Oh,
in.
and Pure Axel's in.
He's got a
So
lot of fuel. Oh, that's
Pure
a
Axel's
nice
taking
move.
no fuel. He's going to take tyres.
This is going to be interesting.
I think you'll leap him.
I think he will.
He's out.
He's out.
Oh, I think
He's
he's
out.
moved. Yes, he has.
So it's a pure sprint for 4. So let's stay with first
What a
and
move
second
from
here.
Pure Axel.
Pure Axel leapfrogging Mountain Goat. I didn't see that coming.
Great move from Pure Axel there.
So it's Pure Axel with just over half a second lead on Mountain Goat. But Mountain Goat has shown that he's got plenty of pace in that in the Lexus, so it should make for some interesting racing.
Cracking finish here, boys, for first, second, and the battle for third and fourth.
This is going to be interesting too.
Yeah.
This lapped car could pose some issues for Pure Axel.
No, well, Zuzu should be ghosted, so other than just being a sight distraction, it shouldn't be too bad for them.
Oh,
That was probably
that
for the
boy's got
best
through.
anyway.
Yeah. No, he's sideways now. He's next to her coming through. He's in the dipper somewhere.
So Mountain Goat with the better drive out of Forest Elbow there. So he's just closed by a couple of hundredths of a second. Onto the back of Pure
How's he go
Axel.
with the toe? Yeah, gosh, those McLarens, man. Tough to keep
zippy.
up with
They're
them down the
fast.
straight.
Yeah, very much so. So he may... He's not close enough to make any sort of move at the moment. So this is where Mountain Goat really needs to...
He's flashing his lights.
Yeah, he's throwing everything at him at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of a distraction.
Oh.
He's putting his hazards on last time we raced together on Bathurst, and I was like, what is the goat doing?
He's still flashing
He's
him
flashing
up.
hard.
Straight.
He's trying to throw him.
So he's using everything at his disposal to distract
Anything
Pure
to try and
Axel
put him
here at
off.
the moment. So still half a second between the two as we see them approach the slowest corner on the track.
I'll stick with the guys up front, but is there any other action happening back 4th, 5th down the
Third
mid-pack?
and fourth are still at it a little bit, boys. Other than that, not a great deal. A lot of no man's land about back runners.
Yeah, it's definitely the
You've got your first
and
four is where
second
the
is,
action
yeah,
is.
is where to be. And Mountain Goat, he just closes coming down the mountain. As again, he gets an excellent drive
Good
out of
run.
Forest Elbow. So
He's just not gaining down the straight. He's going to have
just
to make
closing
a
a fraction here, but he's not close enough to make a move
Yeah.
under brakes.
move. He's going to have to make a move on some of these, possibly the last corner. Yeah, at the end of this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see
got a
him
good run.
make a
He's got a good run coming down
dive
here
under
now.
Murray's here.
Pure Axel.
Pure
puts it
Axel
in
covering
defensive.
well. Now can he get it done at Hell's Corner?
A cracking finish from these two at the front.
2 laps to go.
So you may see him make a move at the end of this straight here under brakes if he can utilise the slipstream. He's close enough now. That McLaren's just got plenty of straight line speed. Oh, he makes a
Oh, he's
dive.
thrown it in.
Oh.
Just touched.
What was there contact?
Yeah.
He's going to redress.
Redresses. Again, good sportsmanship there by Mountain Goat.
Dove it in, took the chance. Didn't quite pay off for him that time.
We've also got Footner all over the back of Scooter 82, so... But we'll stay with first and second. So Mountain Goat's a lot closer this time. If he can stay this close and get a good run out of Forest Elbow, we may see a move at the end of Conrod. The Lexus is just a fraction quicker coming down the mountain. Here we go.
Oh, he's got a good run out
He's
here.
got a fantastic run there. He's all over the back of Pure Axel. Pure Axel's going to find it really hard to defend against Mountain Goat here.
Yeah, he's just pulling away.
So let's see.
Can't get it done.
He covers well there, Pure Axel. And he's defends again the Murrays. Oh, Goat, beautiful
great
driving
racing.
there.
Wow.
Has he got enough speed? He has.
Goat.
That is fantastic driving by the Goat. So he just needs to cover his line there, which he has. So Pure
I'll just
Axel.
go replay on that because
Yeah, that was a fantastic move. But Pure Axel trying to make a move on the outside here. So as they go neck and neck, Pure Axel's taken the lead again. So the McLaren with just the straight line speed, there was nothing Mountain Goat could do to stop it.
That'd be frustrating for the go after that move he just pulled.
Yeah.
See him just drive by like that.
But fantastic driving by these two.
Absolutely brilliant drive for both these boys.
And Footner's doing everything he can to try to get round Scooter.
Yeah, their boys are still hard at it as well for third place.
So Scooter's just opened up a fraction of a lead here coming across the top of Skyline as we see them come down into the dipper. Oh, the Goat has just clipped the wall.
He's just bounced off a couple of
So
walls.
that may have hurt the Goat and may have just handed Pure Axel the
yeah, final lap.
Footnar is all up in Scooter's business.
Gosh, where do we go?
I know, it's hard. A couple of really good battles going in this race.
We're gonna have to
So it
stick up
looks
front,
like,
I think.
yeah,
Got to go with the leading pack.
the Goat's flicking his lights. He's doing everything he can to distract Pure Axel.
Pure Axel's got everything done here.
But
He would
Pure
have found
Axel, too good, and Mountain Goat's too far behind to make a move into Murray's here. So unless he gets a poor exit out of Murray's, you'll see Pure Axel
Great drive.
take a beautiful drive there.
Great drive. from
Great
both
win
of
there by
them.
Pure Axel. Fantastic drive by Mountain Goat.
Oh, here we go.
Unlucky.
For
Scooter's going to hold on.
Right.
So Scooter just keeps Footner at bay. So Scooter third. So it's
Fourth.
McLaren first and third.
Nice finish, boys.
Mercedes fourth. Good drive. Lonely drive there by Footner.
Squiddy coming in over the line now, boys, for fifth. He had a bit of a
Squiddy.
lonely drive as well.
Haley through Murray's. Gives the
With the
lights a
flash of
flash
the
and a
lights.
flick to finish.
Battle for
MPR
6th.
and Ben.
Oh. I think Ben's got him.
Oh,
Ben's got him.
MPR just puts it off into the grass, so...
G-Man for 8th. The golden mullet, the flying mullet. And Mac in 9th. Bit of a lonely drive for some of these back markers.
Yeah, Hammy's had a lonely drive here in 10th place in the M&M Mercedes. Wheel-to-wheel Piper, uncharacteristic 11th. He's really struggled in the R8 around this track.
Troy HQ now.
And Troy
up to 12th. And
had a
Suzu
lonely drive.
Already crossed the line, being a lap down.
12th. So that concludes our Bathurst round. So Pure Axle taking out the win in first, Mountain Goat second, and Scooter 82 third.
Putting up 4th.
So well done, boys.
Yeah,
well done to
drives.
Pure Axle. Good driving. So don't forget to hit that like button, and if you like tonight's racing, subscribe as well. And if you're interested in joining Wheel to Wheel Racing, head to our Facebook page and look for the Wheel to Wheel Racing League. Then click the sign up button. So that concludes another night of Wheel to Wheel Racing. Thank you very much, boys.
Thanks, Richie. Thanks, everyone.
Till next week.
And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do, it's a video, Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.